Hi, Mr. Osama.
Hello.
I am Hamid, APU manager in terms of food and beverages.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so I'm here to you today to explain some of the problems which we are having, and I hope that you will be able to propose a solution to the problems that we are having based on the objectives that I will mention to you. So our first problem is that we have found out that the figures which we are getting is not the figures that we were expecting. Like the profit that we are gaining is not as we expected to gain, and this is because of the dissatisfaction regarding the food offered regarding the food which is offered at APU cafeteria to the students. So this is one of the problem. This problem can cause the other problem, which is affecting the school image and the reputation. So we want to solve this first problem. Other than that, we know that the APU University is located in the center of Technology Park Malaysia. So there are some other outlets which are selling food, but we are having our cafeteria, so we want students to be able to eat inside our cafeteria. But I have had some complaints, students complaining that the food quality and the price is not as they were expecting. They're saying it's too high. So this is another problem that we are facing. Other than that, we want to put more importance on the international community because we are having a lot of international students in our university. So based on these three problems, I have some objectives which I want your company to help us achieve. The first objective is to enable students to eat quality food on campus at affordable prices. The other objective that we are having is we want to have a restaurant which will cater students' tastes. And other than that, the third objective that we want is to provide Arabic food options to students on the APU campus. So what can you tell me about, what can you propose to me on these problems and objectives that I...
So to face your problems and to attain your objectives, you should conduct at first food attitude and behavior study in order to assess the cafeteria food in the eyes of the students. So what we're gonna use first is a questionnaire. So qualitative methods are most appropriate for this kind of study because it can give insight that cannot be anticipated. For example, if it is very hard to anticipate a random person favorites Arabic food, so it will be difficult and time consuming. So for the questionnaire questions, we will include different type of questions like MCQs, dichotomous questions, and also scaling questions. So for sampling, 370 respondents should be enough, since there are actually 10,000 students that are registered in the university. And for the questionnaire structure, we will use different sections, each one serving a specific purpose. So first section should be a unique identifier. Second, the background of the respondents. Third, the frequency of use of the cafeteria. Also, the personal preferences, the buying power, and finally, the personal opinion about Arabic food. So, after finishing collecting data from the questionnaire, data cleaning can be done using R, and visualization with Tableau is appropriate. So, in parallel, we will use sentiment analysis to data collected from social media, and IBM Watson natural language analysis can be used for this purpose. So this is our proposed methodology, and let me talk to the team first, and I will get back to you after 1 week.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Hamid, and I will get back to you after 1 week.
Hello.
So I want to know, how is it going with the insights of the cafeteria project?
Okay, coming back to the insights, we have approximately 11,000 students registered in Asia Pacific University.
Okay.
we had 370 questionnaires sent out, and they responded back, whereby we had 260 male and 111 students, making it a ratio of 70 to 30, and from 57 different nationalities. 30.2% of the students were African students, 23.4% of the students were from the Middle East countries, and 39.5% were from the Asian countries, and 6.9% from the rest of the world, such as Europe and South and North America.
Okay.
And coming back to the main point, whereby we discussed on different points, such as average spent, whereby we had the majority of 41.2% of the students, whereby they spend 10 to 15 ringgit per meal. And on the cafeteria usage, whereby we checked into different usage, such as lunchtime, for breakfast and for dinners. And we had 34.5% of the students having their lunch at the cafeteria, and 5.7% for breakfast, and 19.4% for snacks. Coming to the food quality, we had a majority of the students whereby we had the food quality as 0 as poor and 5 as excellent. And 35% of the students selected not excellent, meaning they were not happy with the quality of the food. Coming to the transportation mode, we had a lot of students whereby they were using different modes of transportation to go out of university to go and have their lunch, meaning they're also spending more money to take a taxi to go and spend, meaning we can bring in this money that they're spending into the university. And coming back to the segmentation, we had two types of segmentations. We had by country of origin and by place of residence. Okay. And country of origin, we had the African and Middle Easterns, where it was the largest class, and they had the highest spending on the food, whereby they were looking more into taste and quality sensitivity. And they were also looking for value of money. And it was a relatively low cafeteria visit. They were not visiting much more. Okay. So our goal is to increase the number of visits in the cafeteria. And the South East and East Asians they were more spending more on the food, and they were more price sensitive and taste sensitive. And they were visiting the cafeteria low. And our goal is to increase the cafeteria visit and to increase the average basket. Coming to the Central South Asia, it was the smallest of class, whereby it was the highest cafeteria visit and relatively high cafeteria quality index and highest cafeteria price index and quality price and nutrition sensitive. And our goal is to increase the average basket and turn it into promoter. Coming to country of origin, we had the APU managed, whereby it was the smallest class with highest cafeteria quality rating, relatively low food spending. And our goal is to increase the cafeteria visit and increase average basket. On campus, we had highest cafeteria usage and highest food spending with lower cafeteria quality rating. Our goal is to increase the cafeteria visit, whereby people who live at their own homes, they were spending low on the cafeteria, and the lowest cafeteria price rating, lowest cafeteria quality rating as well. And our goal is to increase the number of cafeteria visit and increase in average of the basket, whereby the people who are renting their own accommodations, which was the largest class, it was the highest cafeteria, they had the highest cafeteria rating and relatively high food spending. So meaning here our goal is to increase the number of cafeteria visits. Okay. So that was our main overall insights on our proposal.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Hamid. So the project about the food attitude and behavior has been successfully done. And this is our two strategists, Mr. TJ and Mr. Jamal. They're going to explain to you what exactly has been concluded from our study.
Okay, I'm ready to hear.
Okay. Have a seat.
Good to have you, Mr. Hamid, here.
Thank you.
So after our insights done about the questionnaire of the Arabic food, collected for the Arabic food from the student at APU, we have come up with our strategy. So our proposed strategy is to propose a Mandi, to hold a Mandi and Shawarma Day at APU campus for a period of a month, okay, to promote about the Arabic food. First of all, the selected products, we use the 4P marketing. For that, we selected the Mandi chicken with rice and the Shawarma sandwich. So the 4P marketing first, the products. The products which is selected is the Shawarma and Mandi. Why? For justification for selecting these two is because they are the most popular or preferred Arabic dish among the data collected from the student, as shown in the CloudWord visualization from the data collected. Secondly, the price. The price is really sensitive. For the price we have selected, when we forecasted, around for the Mandi, the price is 10 in Dream, Saraya, and Half Moon, which is the 3 main favorite restaurants that the students go according to the data collected from the questionnaire also, as shown in the CloudWord. So those are the 3 favorite restaurants. So the price, when we forecasted, the average is 10 ringgit for Mandi and 6 ringgit for Shawarma. So for that, we introduce it as a sort of a package, a fountain drink, which will be sold with the product. So the price will be added 1 or 2 ringgit. So our proposed price is 12 ringgit for Mandi and 7 ringgit for Shawarma, coming with a fountain drink. Moreover, the place. Selecting the place is really crucial for us to promote. So without going to promotion, for now, let's talk about the place. The selected place is in front of the backdrop fountain and the rotisserie machine in the Arabic corner. Rotisserie machine will be used for the shawarma, and the backdrop, in front of the backdrop fountain, because the traffic will be more. So we'll attract more students to come to our booth and buy more products. Moving on. Promoting our product before the event day is something really necessary, and we have looked into it. So the promotion. First of all, we have digital promotion and non-digital promotion. Digital promotion, digital signage. APU has many TVs all across the campus. So one thing we thought about it is the digital signage, advertising on those TV. Number 2 is the backdrop in the center of the campus, which is located in the center of the campus. The newly set, the backdrop, we will advertise there more. Third, the largest screen in the center of the campus. A large screen in the center of the campus, we'll use it mostly for the events and advertising. Will be displaying promoting the event as well. Lastly, APU social media. APU is active in the social media, as we know. Facebook page, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well, and Instagram IGTV, which has recently been launched, which APU used really effectively, and Instagram as well. So these pages has more followers, and APU active follow it. So if we start promoting our product, we will give attention to the shawarma day and the Mandi day earlier before the event occur. Okay. Moving on, what about the non-digital promotion? The non-digital promotion, first of all, we are offering 3 shawarma large for the price of a normal for the student who's staying on campus to increase the sales. Our aim is to introduce the Arabic and get feedback at the same time, collecting data from the students who are buying the Arabic food on campus. Number 2 is sending, promotion or for the students who are staying on campus by next to the lift or under their house, which is a non-digital, promotion to let them, come and buy from the shawarma before, to give them the awareness. Because, so this will help us collect more data about the students and about the Arabic food and what is the marketability of Arabic food as a corner in the APU. So those are the 4 strategy. Now, for 4P marketing, now I will move on with my advisor, TJ, to continue with the SWOT analysis and the rest of the strategy.
Mohammed, nice to meet you. So as my colleague, Mr. Jama announced, we're going to do a social media campaign to launch the new offer, but it's important to monitor this campaign. So basically, when you look at the campaign, the most important thing is the performance metrics. So there's 3 steps. First, you need to identify the performance metrics, then analyze them, and then improve your offer and your campaign as well. Okay. So basically, as you can see on the screen, like we're gonna have 2 type of channels on social media. Okay. First Facebook and then Instagram. So we won't advertise. I mean, it won't be any paid advertising. It's going to be only organic and using your existing social pages and try to engage your audience, which are the students. So the core metrics, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, going to be comments, share, likes, or the emotion and the views. So when moving on to the analysis, the important thing is to have the core view of what you want to analyze. So for share, likes, and view, it's going to be just a count. So how many shares, how many likes, how many views, and you're going to compare to the either year to date or to the previous months to see the impact on the campaign on your page, whether it's Instagram or on Facebook. Higher number of like or share is synonym of higher engagement and showing that okay, the students are happy with the solution. And and same thing. And the numbers of view and impression are going to be synonym of higher awareness. It means that on one side, people are engaged and happy, and on the other side, your campaign work because it raised awareness. Regarding comments, it's a bit more tricky. We need to, you will need to monitor them and analyze their sentiment analysis, whether the comments are good or bad. Just basically to extract the insight out of it and know what people think of the offer. So after that, after having collected all these factors from the online monitoring, social listening, you will have a better picture whether your offer worked or not and what did not work. So you could easily decide after months of online campaign monitoring whether you should continue your campaign or not, or adapt it. For example, other factors such as the size of the portion, value for money, quality and taste, out of stock problem can be identified through the social media monitoring. So we also led a SWOT analysis of our offer. So basically in terms of strength, we can see that the costs are relatively low. You don't have any advertising cost. The solution and places are already existing. It's nothing really new. It's just new way of new approach. So yeah, the main efforts going to be for the launch to create awareness, but after that is going to be only word of mouth from the student. So same thing, not so much cost. These results can be also easily monitored through the online campaign monitoring. And what has been proposed is 1 month's testing with only specific days, so it reduces the risk of loss during that time. In terms of opportunities, so it can, we have targeted class, as Jama mentioned, but by doing this type of program to the targeted class, it can also indirectly increase the frequentation of the cafeteria from other classes non-targeted. Also, higher satisfaction toward the cafeteria food may also increase and boost the on-campus rental. If the people are happy and have all the food and facilities here, why moving outside? It's very convenient for them. Last but not least, higher satisfaction toward the cafeteria also impact the school overall image and reputation and might get additional admission due to word of mouth or readmission as well. However, we also listed weakness and threats to that offer. The main weaknesses is that it's highly depending on the food taste and quality. We saw that in the inside. It's the people are really sensitive on taste and quality, so it's very important for this campaign to work, but to ensure that the shawarma and mandi taste is really good. Also, it highly depends on word of mouth. If the word of mouth is bad, it's going to spread out very quickly. If this word of mouth is good, it's going to spread out quickly as well. So these two things need to be taken into consideration. In terms of threats, so we identified two main things that might not be a direct problem, but anyway, we need to deal with it. First thing is the food nearby, whether they're going to be or not a new restaurant opening up very close, maybe Standard Chartered or something like this, or maybe right in front of APU, or food delivery problem. So this needs to be taken into consideration. Last but not least, we also did some revenue projection, and this solution based on the pricing announced by Jama and the number of our targeted segment would possibly lead to, in the worst case scenario, 88,000 ringgit per month revenue, additional revenue, and in the best case scenario, 383,000 ringgit per month, additional revenue, which may be a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
So are you happy with the offer?
Of course, I am happy with the offer, and I'm ready to take it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.